Is you it's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at what is to come of week 6 in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, look, I'm not going to sit here and talk too crazy on Adam Morrison, but I think he could be a really fun and just unique card in my team, because a card like that is a card that, look, we've never had a good Adam Morrison card in my team. So I mean, I'm super kind of interested in how good 2K will obviously make him. So let's look at week 6, what is to come, and then we'll break down specifically the cards coming tomorrow. So legendary Pat J.R. Smith agendas every single day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and Tuesday. Wednesday, we get the courtside report, and then Thursday, we get the week 1 of season 4 My Team playbook. So, I mean, really, all this whole thing is in season 3 is tomorrow's content, and that is all we've got for the basically upcoming week as far as new content. So what if is such a popular question that you get to answer with every lineup in my team using player cards across so many different areas of the NBA. To add the new layer to that question, we're introducing Rewritten, a new theme featuring NBA players with a rewritten potential. Complete the collection to get the first time in my team, Pink Diamond Adam Morrison, I was right, or pick up his card as a special insert in the pack market. So Adam Morrison is cool and all, but the problem I see with Adam Morrison is you're going to be looking at a card. I'm just going to do some quick math in my head. You're going to be looking at, basically, after all the diamonds, you're looking at probably about 400k. Another pink diamond, probably 650. Amethyst, you're up to, if they're still expensive, which I'm expecting them to be decently expensive, you're up to nearly 750, probably. Ruby Sapphire, I mean, you're looking at 800, 900k for this set for Pink Diamond Adam Morrison. So I'm going to say it like this: Adam Morrison is going to have to be the real deal in my team. Although I also will say I feel like the small forward position right now in my team is pretty weak. Like, I like Diamond Brown quite a bit, but like when we're looking at, I don't know, Diamond Jason Tatum, he's smooth, but there's just not that many great small forwards in my team. So I do think, Pink Diamond Adam Morrison does probably make the best squad in the game come tomorrow. Let's look at some of the other cards. Pink Diamond Derrick Rose. I want to hate on Derrick Rose, but he's undersized. And unless they change his release or put it at least on quick, I just don't think Derrick Rose is going to play. This is not the year for Derrick Rose. There's been years for Derrick Rose in the past, rim running type of games that, he comes with range and his release is good too. There's been times where Derrick Rose is one of the best point guards in the entire game. So many different times, so many different years. I just don't think this year is the year for Derrick Rose. Now, when we look at Greg Oden, Greg Oden's going to be a center, power forward eligibility, you guys can see, that's going to be able to shoot. His player model is going to be massive. To me, I expect Greg Oden, stat-wise, to be a lot like Hakeem Olajuwon. So even if I go pull up 2K database, guys, I do expect Greg Oden, stat-wise, to be eerily similar to this. So obviously 7 feet tall, badge-wise might not have that many Hall of Famers, but something along these types of lines, even defensively, where the card is really solid. So Greg Oden for 184,000 MT, I'm guessing that's what he's going to be tomorrow. You can do a lot worse. I also don't know if he's going to be worth that amount of MT. Again, not saying he's bad, but like when we have some of these other guys that are cheaper, even Mutombo, for example, for 42,000 MT, it makes it kind of tough for me to say, yeah, Greg Oden for that expensive is going to be worth it. Grant Hill, small forward, power forward. I like Grant Hill cards in my team. And even at that small forward position, if you can't get Adam Morrison, I think Grant Hill is going to be just fine. The problem with Grant Hill is he's not known for, in 2K, being a great shooter. He's more of an attack the rim type of guy. And again, I don't know if he has a place in this 2K. For example, like, obviously Brown can attack the rim, but he just does so much else for you on the court. But like Jason Tatum, I'm going to play Tatum probably over Grant Hill if both cards can play defense, because I know JT is going to knock down shots at a really high level. Talk about what ifs, you got to talk about Kwame Brown. And I like the what if set, because like Derrick Rose, what if he would have never got hurt? Greg Oden, same thing. Injuries, hampered his career. Grant Hill. Then you got Kwame Brown. Now, Look, I don't know if there's a what if about Kwame Brown outside of like, he just was never good. Like, I don't want to hate on him because there's been way worse cards. Cards just never been great. 6'11" power forward center as a diamond. I'm going to be intrigued to see what release they give him because I don't know, again, even for me, if I've ever used a Kwame Brown card in my team specifically. So, going to be intrigued to see what that release looks like, what that model player build looks like. Also, the stats and badges. Like, are they going to make him really stout defensively? What's that 3-ball going to look like? Those are the things, like, for these type of cards, I don't even know. I don't know what Kwame Brown, because we've never gotten a good Kwame Brown card that I can remember. I don't know what those things are going to look like. So, obviously, for me right now, I'm not super high on Kwame Brown, but there's no saying the card will for sure not play. Sebastian Telfair. Now, here's 2K's chance with Sebastian Telfair to give us a guy who's not, look, 2K could make Sebastian Telfair like fantastic, but he's still not going to be great because of his height. When I'm looking at it, Sebastian Telfair, he is 6 feet tall. So this is a card that 2K needs to make with one of the cheesiest releases in the entire game to at least make him fun, right? Like, he's not going to play because defensively he's going to leave a lot to be desired, but they need to make him at least fun. So, I mean, for an Amethyst, I don't expect Sebastian Telfair to be good, but if he can at least be fun, that will serve some people right. In 2K, or at least in offline modes, it'd be a fun card to use. Darius Miles up next, prototypical small forward that's going to be able to play good defense, knock down shots, and attack the rim. I mean, Darius Miles is your just average small forward in my team, I feel like, every single year. Now, if he is, let's say, 42,000 MT, which who knows what his price is going to for sure be like tomorrow. That's what the Amethysts were last week. But if he is 42,000 MT, I think you could maybe do worse than Darius Miles. Depends on his, obviously, stats, depends on his badges. But with where 2K is going with these cards, how good they've been recently, I think Darius Miles could be really solid in my team. Next up, when we look at Emeka Okafor, guys, I think, what, is he 6'10"? The only Emeka Okafor that I remember is just a card, I think it was even an NBA Live, that was just so great on the defensive end of the court. And that's just what I remember. I could be totally wrong on that, but that's what I remember about Emeka Okafor. I think he's 6'10" if I am remembering correctly. And obviously, probably power forward center eligibility. It'll be interesting to see what 2K makes his 3-ball because obviously I don't remember him knocking down too many shots. But as far as Emeka Okafor, I'm not super excited. Now, these rubies for 10,000 MT. Look, I'm going to let you guys have fun with you guys opened your packs, but this is what I'm saying. Like, Jonathan Bender, or would you rather have Zion Williamson? Like, that, it's really what it comes down to. I know a lot of people are going to say Zion, but a guaranteed Jonathan Bender, man. He is going to be the man with the plan. Do I expect him to have shooting guard eligibility? Probably not. Probably looking at a small forward, power forward for Jonathan Bender tomorrow. But he's going to be 7 feet tall. And if he's anything like the Jonathan Bender cards we saw last year, and I'm not saying he's got to be even remotely close to that good, because obviously the Bender cards we saw last year were just absolutely ridiculous. But if he's anything like this pink diamond Jonathan Bender, we're going to have an incredible card. And even if it's an 82 3-ball, 82 speed, 82 ladder quickness, he's 7 feet tall. Power forward, small forward. If that's what we get tomorrow and the Ruby Jonathan Bender, I think the card's going to be fantastic. We also did see, I do believe, a Harold Miner last year. Or was that 2 years ago? Yes, we saw Harold Miner last year. He's 6'5" at that point guard position as well. Now, who knows? 2K could make him a shooting guard small forward. I don't really know. He had the Derrick Rose base. He had the MJ dribble style. So even him for a budget Ruby could be really solid. Jay Williams, I just feel like he's going to be too undersized to really run. But I don't think the card's going to be that bad in my team. Check out the budget Sapphires really quick. Starting with Purvis Ellison. I feel like Purvis Ellison is going to be a card for 4,000 MT that is definitely going to be able to hold it down. Now again, Purvis last year we saw a Galaxy Opal, so it's hard to really compare it to what we're gonna see tomorrow. But last year Galaxy Opal obviously had the Seth Curry base. I'm very quick. What are his animations going to be like? I do not know, but for 4,000 MT, definitely a card that I'm intrigued about, being 6'9" at hopefully that small forward position. Marcus Fizer up next. I think he went to Iowa State, if I do remember correctly. Yes, Iowa State. Again, power forward, small forward at 6'8". What are they going to make his release this year? I don't know. Last year had that full space MJ dribble style. And this is what I was saying for you guys. Right now, in my team, I would save your MT. Season 4 is basically always where we start to see the change of SIGs and better cards coming out. So save your MT if you possibly can. And then Darko Milicic, I don't think he's going to be great. I don't expect him to really do too much on the court. Obviously, he is 6'11". He's going to have, or 7 feet tall. Does have that going for him. What is his 3-ball going to be like? What is his speed going to be like? All those things. Ultimately, guys, do I think Adam Morrison is going to be worth it? No. I'm gonna be honest with you. And you can call me a fun hater. You can call me whatever you want. Say, oh, Ty, you're saying nothing's worth it. Well, with Adam Morrison, here's what you got to look at. He is a small forward. Obviously, shooting the ball, he's going to be fantastic. He's 6'8". What are they going to make his defense? Probably pretty good. And what are they going to make his release? That's really what it comes down to. Obviously, you know, tomorrow, if he comes out with the Terrence man base, everything like that, that might change things. But as it stands right now, I'm going to be honest. I would save your MT in my team. Some guys I want to highlight going into tomorrow, some budget options: Marcus Fizer, Purvis Ellison, Jonathan Bender, Harold Miner. Those are your budget options to look at. If you're looking at diamonds or above, your probably best two is going to be Greg Oden and Kwame Brown if you're not locking in for Adam Morrison. That's going to wrap it up for our video on the new week coming in this upcoming week and the rewritten set. I guess for me, I'm excited about it. I'll probably lock in the set for fun, do some gameplays with obviously Adam Morrison as well as Derrick Rose, some other of those top guys. Let me know your thoughts on this set down below in the comments. I think it's a cool type of concept that we haven't seen before in my team, so I'm eager to hear your guys' thoughts on it as well. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.